Hey guys, hello everyone. I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to see me as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone. I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know guys. Good evening everyone. Good evening. Good evening. No issues, right? Okay, just give me a second. I need to bring my phone charger so that I'm able to see your live chat. My phone is dying right now. Give me a second, guys. So this happens a lot. Like the phone dies at the wrong moment itself. So I just thought that before the phone is dead, I should just get the charger for you guys. Okay. Okay. So good evening, everyone. Good evening. How was your day, guys? Do let me know. How was your day? How was your day, guys? Do let me know. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Superb. Good. Was very bad. Okay, why did you had a bad day? Did you guys try to practice whatever we have learned in yesterday's class? Did you guys try to practice whatever we have learned in yesterday's class, guys? Please do let me know. How was my day? Mohammed Faisal, it was good. Like a lot of work. Like today in the morning, I didn't had any work. After a very long period of time, I had a free day itself. But again in the evening, I had the boot camps. After the boot camp, I'm going to take up one training session as well, the internship and training session that we have. In the night, I have four calls with Visa, Mastercard, Amazon, and ANZ. So I've told you guys, right, that DevTown provides a 1 month guaranteed internship with these companies. So Mastercard, ANZ, and Amazon is currently providing it to our students. So we are trying to convince Visa as well to provide it to our students. So we have a night meeting for that as well. So I will be busy in the night, but yeah, it would be great. We'll have an awesome time. Like I love to meet these people from various different companies and see what our students are doing there. So we placed almost 6 students in Visa, and they have been doing excellent right over there. So I'm taking in the referrals from Amazon, ANZ, and Mastercard, who are currently offering us 1 month guaranteed internship to our students, and trying to convince Visa to do that for our students as well. So that is what we are currently doing. It's a whole holistic process that goes on there. But yeah, so that would be great because at the end of the day, for example, even these certificates that we're giving out on these boot camps, they have little to no value actually. Certificates only have value if you have the right knowledge associated with it. If you're attending these boot camps, then these certificates have values. If you're learning right over here, these certificates have values. But one of the most valuable certificates is internship certificates, especially if that internship certificate is coming from like Amazon or it's coming from Mastercard, Visa, then it's coming from JP Morgan and Chase. So these certificates have a lot of value anywhere across the globe because you have worked for that particular company for 1 month. So that is what we want to create for our students as well. So let's see if that goes on according to our plan. Right now, we have 19 companies who are giving us 1 month guaranteed internship to all our students. And it's a guarantee, but the point is, I want to increase that number to at least 36 or 40 because I want our students to get a chance to choose. Like in your life, you never get a chance to choose between like companies, such big companies like JP Morgan and Chase and Microsoft and Amazon. So I want to give our students a chance where they have to choose which company they want to work with rather than the other way around. So let's see if that's possible or not. I will definitely try my best to help everybody out as much as possible. Okay, so great, amazing guys. Good. So have you guys practiced whatever we have learned in our yesterday's class? Please do let me know, guys. And guys, let me know. Have you practiced what we have learned in our yesterday's class? Please let me know, guys. Good. See, practice is very important, guys. Do not miss out on practice. Otherwise, it will be a downfall for you only at the end of the day. Okay, so please try to make sure that you are practicing whatever we are learning. So yesterday we had our Hello World program in React. Today our focus will be on making sure that we are able to get our from Hello World we are able to create a simple like component in React as well. So today our aim is to create a component in React. Are you guys with me? Are you guys able to understand this? What I want to do? We want to create a component, okay, in today's class. So can we start with our today's class, guys? Please do let me know. Can we start with our today's class? Please do let me know. Great, guys. Great. So let's get started with this. We'll start with the utmost basics. Right now, what we have created is what is rendering hello world on our screen. Let me just open up the live chat so that I'm able to see you guys as well. Give me a second. I was just watching a video of Ferrari content, Ferrari California right now. It just opened up on my phone. I was like, dude, nice car. Okay. So I've opened up the live chat on my mobile phone as well. Guys, give me a second. Yeah. So the live chat is here, but as soon as I'm tilting my phone, it just goes away. So I will have to keep it like this. Okay, great. So now what we want to do is just with the hello world, I want to also render a paragraph tag. Okay, with h1 tag, I want to render a paragraph tag as well. That is my aim right now. Okay, I want to render the h1 tag as well as the paragraph tag right over here. So what do we want to render? H1 tag and paragraph tag. Let us put the paragraph tag right over here. Okay, we'll put a paragraph tag. Okay, after the h1 tag, we'll write this is a paragraph. Okay, and then we'll be closing the paragraph tag right over here. We'll be saving this. As soon as we are done that, you are able to see it's coming all underlined. Okay, it's all coming underlined and showing us some kind of error. If you go back to our website, it is also showing us error itself, syntax error. Just like when you are doing English, when you are learning English itself, any type of errors that you make is called as a grammatical error. Okay, any type of errors that you make, you're not following the rules of English, it is referred to as a grammatical error itself. Similarly, in coding, if you don't follow the rules and regulations of coding, it gives you a syntax error. Okay, it gives you a syntax error. Now, the problem that we are trying to face right over here is in this sentence, React DOM.render, h1 and paragraph tag are being, we are trying to render two tags right over here, h1 and paragraph tag. What this particular render method can take is just one tag. It can only render one tag at a time. It cannot render two tags at a time. But we want to render two tags. So what should we do right over here, guys? Can you think of a solution? How can we convert these two tags into a single tag? We have already learned about it. How can we convert these two tags, the h1 tag and the paragraph tag, into a single tag? We can only render one tag, but we want to render h1 and paragraph tag as well. How can we convert these two tags into a single tag? Can you guys let me know? Just think about it. We have already learned about it, guys. That's absolutely clever. We will be using the div tag to containerize these two tags together. Okay, we will be using the div tag to containerize these two tags together. Since we're putting an h1 tag and a paragraph tag, we are going to containerize them inside of a div tag, and we are going to render that div tag itself. Okay, we are going to render that div tag itself. So we are rendering just one tag at a time. So what we're going to do is we are going to just put a div tag around each one of them. So a div tag at the start, then the h1 tag, then the paragraph tag, and then end it off with a div tag once again. So just end the closing div tag right over here. We're going to save it. As you're able to see, now we are rendering the div tag that contains the h1 and the paragraph tag inside of it. So we are rendering the div tag that contains the h1 and the paragraph tag inside of it. Are you guys able to understand why we are using div tag right over here? Are you guys able to understand why we are using div tag right over here? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand why we are using div tag right over here? Please do let me know, guys. Amazing, amazing. So if I'm going back to my React app and reloading the page, it's just like recreating the entire website, I guess. So we'll have to reload the page from here. So we'll just open it up in a new window and we'll just reduce the size. As you're able to see, we are getting the h1 tag and the paragraph tag on our screen, as you're able to see right over here. So we are entering the div tag that basically contains the h1 tag and the paragraph tag. Are you guys able to understand this? Is there any confusion in this? I hope there is no confusion whatsoever in this, guys. Okay. There should be no confusion or problems whatsoever in this. Please do let me know. Good. You guys are so great. You guys are easily able to understand it and you are able to see that it's not hard. Okay. You just need to give a little bit of focus in the class. If focusing on the class itself, you will easily be able to understand it. Right, guys? There isn't any problems that you guys are facing, right? Good, great. One more thing, guys. Yesterday I took some, like I asked you guys for some input of your own. So, for example, I asked you guys about feedback for my classes as well. Many of you said that there's a miscommunication. I think so. There's a miscommunication about this bootcamp itself. That I wanted it to be very clear with you guys that these bootcamps are not meant to be an end-to-end knowledge in React. Okay, this is not meant to be an end-to-end knowledge in React, guys. This is just a taste of what React is. This is a taste of what front end is. Without even knowing anything, without even knowing what is programming, from there, you need to get a taste of what React is, how to build a small project in that. That is what the bootcamps are meant to be. These bootcamps are meant to be like when you go to an ice cream parlor, okay, just like Baskin Robbins. If you've ever been there, there are like 31 different flavors of ice creams that are there. Next, you can just like, you cannot order all the different ice cream. You cannot try the data science portion, then the full stack portion, the cloud computing portion. It's just too much for you. Okay, you cannot learn that. You will never be able to get a job as well. So these, when you go to Baskin Robbins, you can ask for a taste of all these flavors. Okay, you can ask for a teaspoon of all these flavors. You can taste them up and then decide that, okay, full stack is the one that I feel is much more suitable for me, or data science is the one that is much more suitable for me. So I will continue learning data science in its entirety. I like it. It's fun. It has great potential to get me a job. I'll continue with full stack web development and then I will learn the entirety itself. Okay, and that's it. These bootcamps are meant to be an introduction, a window into these technologies, a practical hands-on training on these technologies itself. If you feel that, okay, this is something that you want to continue doing further, I will also be telling you guys about the pathway that you can follow to learn it in its entirety, how to do it, where to do it from, all that I will be letting you guys know. But these bootcamps are just meant to be a taste of these technologies, not the entire 3-course meal, because it is just not possible for us to do that in 7 days, keeping in mind that you guys are coming in with no prior experience in programming, no knowledge in programming, and to take you to that particular level, it requires, at least for, let's say, front-end web development, it requires at least 30 to 35 days at the bare minimum. And if you have, just for React, if you want to have the basic knowledge, it takes almost 15 to 20 days. So 15 to 20 plus 35 days, that's almost like 50 days that is required to cover React, Redux, hooks in its entirety. So that is what I wanted to be very clear with you guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Good. So I saw that you guys have always supported me, and there was a good amount of positive like encouragement for the boot camps as well. But I just wanted to be clear from my end. If I was not clear at any particular point of time, I don't want you guys to feel as if there's something else that has happened. Okay. No issues in that. So let's continue with the same, guys. Right now we will be working on how to create a component in React. That is our aim. Creating components is super easy, as you will be able to see. You will be like, sir, this is like extremely easy and we will be able to do it anyhow. and I know that you will be able to do it because you guys are so intelligent as well. So what we'll be doing is, just for a starter project, okay, just for a starter project, we will be converting this h1 tag and just the h1 tag as its very own component. Okay, we'll be converting this h1 tag, just the h1 tag, as its very own component. Okay, so what we are going to do right now is we are going to create a function. Okay, we are going to create a function right over here. So how to, can you guys let me know what is the code to create a function? We have learned how to create a function, right? If I want to create a function called as heading, if I want to create a function called as heading, what will be the code that you will have to write, guys? Can you guys let me know? Function heading, parenthesis, and then curly braces. That's absolutely clever, guys. We'll be writing function, and then we'll be naming that function as heading, heading, parenthesis, and then curly braces. Okay, that is the function that we are going to create. Now inside of this function, you are going to return the h1 element. This function is going to return, the return statement of this function, return, is going to be the h1 tag. That is what it is going to return back to us. So this function needs to return the h1 tag back to us. So let us just copy paste it. Okay, why to write it again? We'll just control C and control V right over here. Put up a semicolon at the end, save it right over here. So we've created a function called as heading that returns the h1 tag back to us. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Just normal, okay, just a normal heading function that is returning the h1 tag back to you. Nothing too complicated, right? Now, this is the first step of creating a function. First step. I'm not telling that this is a sorry, this is a component itself, but this is the first step of creating a component. Now if you want to use this function heading, okay, if you want to use this function heading inside of the render method, you can render it out like this. You can just create heading heading, then close the heading off as well, heading, and this is how you are able to render. So this particular tag that you have created is a component. This tag that you are able to create is one of the simplest components out there. This is not exactly a component, but the simplest component that you can create. So you are having function heading, return h1 hello world. Let's put up a hello world component, okay, so that it's pretty clear to us what we have done. Component, okay, that is what we have created. Let's save it out right over here. We are creating it out by putting a opening heading tag and a closing heading tag right over here. Once we are done with it, we can go to our website. We don't even have to reload our page. Our hello world component is out on our screen. Okay, our hello world component is out on our screen. Now if you guys are able to see this hello world tag, sorry, the heading tag that we are utilizing, okay, this heading tag that we are utilizing, there's nothing that goes in between it, right? We don't have to write something in between the opening and the closing tags. Are you able to understand me or not? We don't have to write anything in between the opening and the closing tag. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please do let me know. We don't have to write anything in between the opening and the closing tag, right, guys? Please make sure that you are having the function name as capital, that is the h is capital right over here, and when you are writing it down as well, h should be capital right over here as well. Okay, so because we don't require because there is nothing that is going to go in between the opening and the closing tag, we can use something called as a self closing tag. This is referred to as something that is called as a self-closing tag, because you don't require an opening and a closing tag. Nothing is going to go in between them. That is the reason why we are going to use this particular tag that's called as a self-closing tag. We are going to use this particular tag that is called as the self-closing tag. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Okay. Now, our second particular concern that is there is, I told you guys that components are made in their own files. They have, the components are separate. They don't go into the same file. You will also have that question, sir, why to do this? Okay, why are we creating this function right over here if this h1 tag is also doing the exact same thing? It's doing the exact same thing. Why do we increase the number of lines of code that we want to have? So like I said, this is the first step of creating a component. Okay, we are going to go towards that as well. This is the basics. Now what we are going to do is we are going to go into files. Inside of the src folder, that is the source folder, src folder, you need to click on this particular new directory button. Okay, this folder like structure, new direct, no, why to create it? Let's create a new file. Okay, we are going to create a new file itself. In the src folder, we are going to create a new file. This file we are going to name it as heading.jsx. Okay, Oasis Khan, right now please focus on the class itself. If you are here for this bullshit, you can leave the class right now itself. Okay, we are not focusing upon the class. It's just like attendance. We try to make sure that students who are coming to class properly, who are doing everything, even if one attendance is missing, okay, we still give them the certificates. But if you are here not just for the attendance and not for the knowledge purpose, you are even if you have 100% attendance, we are not going to give you the certificate. That is my guarantee from my end. Okay, because I have just two people sitting in my team just watching the live chat, taking down the chats, taking up screenshots of people who they think are not suitable enough to get a certificate. Okay, so even if you have 100% attendance, these kids will not be getting the certificate itself. Well, certificates are not important. The knowledge is important. For me, those people who are paying attention in the class and giving them the certificates is important, because I want to make sure that those certificates have value. I'm able to add some value to their life. You guys, I don't even care about it, because I know the students who want to study will study anyhow. They don't care about anything else. Those students who don't want to study, these certificates are not meant for them. So please do not waste time of mine or for these students in the class. If you're here to study, please, you're most welcome. Study as long as you want. But if you don't want to study, you're always welcome to just waste time in the live chat. I don't really care about it. But please do not waste my students' time. Okay. So right over here, as you're able to see, guys, we are going to create a new file and we are going to call it as heading. Just the h should be capital once again. Whatever the function name that you created, whatever function name that you have created, the name of this new file should be the exact same name. So my function is called as heading, where h is capital. Okay, and so I have to create my name as heading heading. That is the name of the file. .jsx. Okay, .jxs. So .jsx. Okay, that will be the name of our file right over here, guys. Are you guys able to see? Heading.jsx. So we're going to press enter right over here, and this is the file that we are going to utilize. Okay, now in this particular file, this is the file where you're going to create our component. Okay, this is the file that we are going to create our component. Now those students who are asking why the x, I am 100% sure you have not attended yesterday's class. Okay, no, I'm not even 100% sure. I'm 1000% sure that you have not attended yesterday's class. Please make sure that you are attending classes every single day, because whatever concept that we learn on one day, that is the concept that we are continuing further with the next day as well. So please, I will not be answering this question because I've already answered in yesterday's class. So right over here, as you are able to see, we are going to write JSX code inside of this file. Okay, we are going to write JSX code in this particular file. So what should be the first line of code that should go inside of this file, guys? Can you guys let me know? What is the first line of code that needs to go inside of this particular file, guys? Can you guys let me know? Just think about it. We are going to write JSX files. Then JSX code itself. There's no way in hell that a browser can understand the JSX code. So to make the browser understand the JSX code, what particular line of code should I put right over here? Import React. We are going to import React because React contains Babel. Babel compiler compiles this JSX code down to plain old vanilla JavaScript that we saw yesterday. So we are going to import React. That is going to be the first case, guys. Import React from React. Okay, that is what is going to be our first line of code, guys, because we are writing JSX code right over here. The second line of code is going to be this function. So I'm just cutting this particular code from here and I'm pasting it up inside of this particular file. Okay, function heading and return h1. Okay, as simple as that. Function heading, return h1. Okay, nothing too complicated, guys, right? Okay, the first line of code is React because we require Babel. The second line of code is just our plain old like function itself that we created. Nothing too complicated right over there, right, guys? It's easy for you guys to understand, right? There's no issues whatsoever right over here. And the last line of code that is going to be a bit tricky for you guys to understand because it's something new. It's export default heading. So the function that you have created, this function that you have created, so you're importing React from React, right? You're importing React from React. Okay, so where is this React coming from? What is this React? It's a function. Okay, it's again a function present inside of our React library. Okay, so for example, let us try to understand it in such a way so that you guys are able to relate to it as well. Let's assume that you are having a file. Okay, let's assume that you are having a file called as React.jsx. This is a file that we are having, maybe React.js, React.jsx. I don't know what file it is. Let's assume that it's React.jsx. Okay, this is a file. It contains all the code that is related to React. Okay, it contains all the code that is related to React itself. Okay, now there's another file. Okay, there's another file that is there that is called as, let's assume, index.js. This file is called as index.js, guys. So when we are writing import React from React, this React keyword is referring to this particular file that is called as React.jsx. Okay, because we don't have to write .jsx. Okay, we don't have to write React.jsx right over here. Even if we are writing React, it knows that it is referring to this React.jsx file right over here. Okay, are you guys able to understand? This React keyword that is there refers to this file name that is called as React.jsx. It contains all the code that someone else has written. Okay, someone else has written related to React. Okay, related to React, guys. Now, what is this React? What is this React right over here? This React is basically the last line of code inside of this React.jsx file will be export. Okay, default React. There will be a function somewhere right over here. Let me just show it to you guys. There will be a function somewhere right over here called as React. Okay, so there will be a function. Let me draw it with some other color. So there will be a functin function called as React that does something right over here. Okay, that has all the things that somebody else has created it. Okay, this entire file is something that somebody else has written for you guys. Okay, and so whenever you're importing this React file, okay, whenever you are importing this React file, guys, you are actually importing this function, this default function from that particular file. You are importing this default function. By default, you are importing this. So you are importing right over here. This is just like an import and export business. You are placing an order for import. Okay, you are placing an order, ORDER, order for import itself from React.jsx. That is one of the companies that is there, and it is exporting you guys this particular function from right over here. It is exporting you guys this particular function from right over here. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. This is a bit complicated to understand. I am able to understand it. Just think about it in such a way that index.js is your company. Okay, you are importing from React.jsx, that is some other company that is exporting the function that it is creating. That company, whatever React.jsx, whatever function it is creating, it is exporting that to you, and that is what you are utilizing right over here in your company. That is what is happening. A bit complicated. I am able to understand it. Okay, so why the name default? Okay, so by default there will be thousands of functions inside of it. Okay, in this React.jsx file there will be thousands of functions inside of it. But if no name has been specified right over there, then by default the React function should be exported. If no particular name has been put up right over there, then by default the React, only the React function should be sent away, because we don't know, no, inside of React.js there may be 1 million functions that are there. Okay, but we want to export just the React function by default. Okay, by default. So in this similar way, itself, the exact same example, try to understand it from the perspective of heading.jsx. So you are having this index.jsx right over here, index.js file. Okay, this is the file that is there. You are having this heading.jsx file. This is your component, heading, heading.jsx. This is your component. Okay, this is your component right over here. So the function that you're creating, function, let me just draw it out with another color. So the function, function function called as heading, heading, heading that you have created right over here, that is the function that you want to export. Okay, that is the function that whenever you are importing this component, okay, import this particular component itself. Whenever you want to import this component, then this function should be exported from right over here, guys. This function should be exported from there, guys. Please do let me know. So you'll be exporting the heading function. Okay, you'll be exporting the heading function by default. Okay, so that heading function gets imported right over here, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. So what we're going to do right now is we have exported by default heading. Okay, so we have created our component file. Okay, we have created our simple component file right over here. Now we need to import it. Okay, now we need to import it right over here so that we are able to use it. So what we are going to do is we are going to do an import. We are going to do an import right over here. So import, we don't require this anymore. So I'm just going to shut it down. Heading, heading, heading from /heading. Okay, we want to import heading from the heading.jsx file. Okay, we want to import heading from heading.jsx file, right? This heading.jsx file is in the exact same folder as index.js. Okay, heading.jsx file is in the exact same folder as index.js, right or wrong, guys? Index.js and heading.js are in the exact same folder. So the / basically refers to that, okay, wherever this particular file is, wherever index.js is, in the exact same folder, search for the file called as heading. Okay, the dot means wherever this particular file is, wherever index.js file is, inside of that particular folder itself, that is source, inside of that particular folder itself, that is source, search for the heading file. Search for a file called as heading right over here. Are you guys able to understand what this / means? Are you guys able to understand what this / means? So you are doing the exact same thing that you did with React. Okay, for heading as well. Now you can save this. You can go back to our website. You can reload the page. As you are able to see, you are getting the hello world.component being rendered on your screen as a proper component itself. Okay, as a proper component itself. Now please don't write, please explain again, please repeat, write exactly what you are not able to understand, so that I'm able to make you guys understand that point to point, because I also don't have enough time to repeat everything that I've said. Okay, it's a waste of time. Write exactly what you have not understood. Okay, what is create child and append child methods? Rizwan Khan, we have discussed it yesterday itself. That is to create a particular node in the DOM module. How to create the H1 node itself. So in a tree, there are nodes. Okay, there's the body node, there is a head node, there's the H1 and the paragraph node. Now to create a node itself, you use create element, and to attach a new node under another node, you use the append child method. Okay, the / basically means, as you are able to see, you are having the index.js and the heading.js inside the same folder called as src. So the dot means that wherever index.js is present, right now you are in the index.js file. Wherever index.js is present, okay, inside of that particular folder itself, I want you to select the heading file. I want to select the heading file itself. Okay. So that is the use of dot slash. Dot slash is just the path to the file. That is the path to the file itself, nothing else. Okay. Hari Prasad, no, I cannot repeat it. Like I said, if you have any question, please let me know. I've already repeated the dot slash method 3 times, so I hope that everybody is clear on that as well. Dot slash is basically just the path to the heading file. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Now we'll create another component called as article. Okay, we are going to create another component called as article itself. Now this article will contain our h1 and the paragraph tag together. Okay, this article will contain the h1 and the paragraph tag together itself. So let's do that. Let's create a particular file, name it as article article.jsx. Okay, inside the article of jsx, I'm just going to copy paste the entire heading.jsx. I don't want to write it again. Then I'm going to just cut the h1 and the paragraph tag from here and replace the h1 tag right over here with our new particular thing that we want to have. Okay, so let me just collapse this out and then remove this, paste it with this, control S. Now as you are able to see, it is giving me an error. Okay, it is giving me an error itself. Okay, again we cannot use just a single tag to render out multiple tags right over there. Okay, we cannot do that. So what should we do about this? What should we do about this, guys? So what we are going to do is we are again going to containerize this. We cannot return two tags at once, so we are going to containerize them into a single tag using the div tag itself, guys. We're going to create an opening div tag and a closing div tag. We're going to save it. So as you're able to see, whatever we are returning, it's a div tag that contains the h1 and the paragraph tag inside of it. We're going to change the name of the function to article article. Okay, similar to that, we are going to change the name of the export default to article as well. Do you guys have any doubt in this component called as article that we have created? Do you guys have any doubt between the component that is called as article? Alicia Khan, what is the difference between heading and dot slash heading? So heading is the name of the file itself. Dot slash is the path to the heading file. Okay, so your house name is basically Alicia. Okay, the path to your house is 13th street, 14th floor, some particular tower in some particular colony in some particular city of some particular state. That is the complete address. So the dot slash is the address, the name of the file is heading. Okay, so no doubt in creating article, right? We created an article, we wanted to shove two particular, the h1 tag and the paragraph tag together. We cannot do that. We cannot return two tags together. So we are going to engulf them. We are going to containerize them into a single tag. That is the div tag right over here. We are going to containerize them into a single tag. It is called as the div tag. And then this entire article is something that we are going to export by default. Then we are going to import it. Okay, we need to import it as well. So we are going to import article from dot slash article. Okay, dot slash article right over here, and then we are going to use the article right over here. So this will be article as a self-closing tag. We're going to save it right over here, go back to our website, reload the page. As we are able to see now, h1 and the paragraph tag themselves are one particular component. The h1 and the paragraph tag are one particular component itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Right now you have two components on your screen, guys. Right now you are having two components on your screen. Are you guys able to understand it or not? Please do let me know, guys. Great, amazing guys. You guys are so smart, man. It's awesome to see you guys right over here. Okay, great. So again, coming back to the topic, we have learned about how to create a simple component in React. Okay, we have covered that. The only topic that is left is styling in React. How to style your components using CSS in React.js. So that we will be doing it alongside the project that we'll be building. So while we'll be building the project tomorrow, I'll be teaching you guys CSS as well, and I will be teaching you guys how to implement it, how to like make sure that your particular components are also styled properly. They have some colors, they have something else to it as well. Okay, so it's not too much for you guys right now, because most of you guys said that you want to understand full stack web development, you want to know what to study in full stack web development and everything. I'll be helping you guys out in the next hour or so with all that information, all that knowledge. Okay, because for the past 2 years we have been placing a lot of students. We have trained almost 5,000 students up till now, and 4,800 students we have placed in various different companies up till now. So in spite of that as well, we have our partnerships with almost 36 different companies. So you must have seen in the attendance sheet as well that we have circulated with you guys, that we have our partnership with these 36 different companies that hire from us on a monthly basis. So right over here, every month, Microsoft hires 9 students from us, Google hires 7 students from us, Amazon hires 9 students from us, Gap Inc. hires 12 students from us, and so on and so forth. So that is how we help students get placed as well. Among these 36 different companies, I personally take up interviews for more than 15 of these companies as well. So I'm one of the interviewers for these companies. I get paid a bit for taking up the interviews, and I'm very fine with that. So that is the reason why I take up interviews for these companies, and it lets me, like, it gets me a better understanding about what is the latest process and how students are getting hired right now in these companies. Now if I ask you right now, what is the process? Two questions I'm asking you right now, and you guys let me know what is the process of getting, what is the process that these companies follow to hire you? Can you guys let me know? Just one question. What is the process that these companies follow to hire you? Can you guys let me know? What is the process? Okay, if I'm asking you guys that what is the process of JEE mains, you will say that okay, there's a particular paper that we have to give. It will have 360 marks of paper. There will be some particular questions having 4 marks each, 1 mark negative. Okay, we have to give it on a particular day. There's a 75% criteria of your NCRT, like CSE, CBSE course as well. So all that is there right over there, right? So how to get into these companies? As I am able to see skills and knowledge, some of you guys are saying exam and interviews, you guys are saying, some of you guys are saying don't know, some of you guys are saying experience, okay, some of you guys are saying aptitude. So let me put it up to you guys, so that, see, you guys need to know what is the, see, all of these companies that you are able to see on your screen, every one of these companies follows the exact same process. The process does not change. It's the exact same process that every single one of these companies follow. So I'm telling you guys about that particular process itself, first of all, that you have some basic information, because at the end of the day, you are learning any technology, or you are learning coding in general for getting placed. Okay, you might have some interest on something like that. At the end of the day, it's all about getting placements. Okay, nothing else actually matters. For me as well, for me, when I'm taking up trainings, when I'm taking up career counseling sessions, for me, the only thing that matters is getting my students placed. Nothing else matters to me. So let's try to understand what is the process that these companies follow. So the process is extremely simple, guys. The first particular step, okay, is you apply at the career pages, apply at the LinkedIn job postings as well, apply at the various different places. Second is maybe the talent recruiters, your LinkedIn profile or your GitHub profile is good enough that talent recruiters are approaching you that we have some job opportunities available for you guys. Okay, so that is the second option available. For us, what we do is there are two ways that we work with them. So we have our 36 companies that hire from us. We have our contracts into place. They hire 800 students directly from us. And the second particular portion is to referral program. For example, I am currently working in Google, so I can give you guys referrals as well, so that you guys can utilize those referrals to get into interviews. Okay, so that is how the major particular shortlisting process first happens. Okay, how can you apply to these companies? So first you apply to these companies as well. Okay, you apply for these companies. The second particular position that is there is, how many of you guys really think that somebody is sitting out there looking at your resume? How many of you guys think that your resume is being looked at? Like after application, somebody will sit and look at my resume itself. Do you guys really think that is going to happen? Just think about it. Google receives 4 to 5 million resumes every single month. 4 to 5 million resumes every single month. Do you really think that they are going to have a, like, even if one particular person is able to go through 100 resumes per day, okay, one person sits and looks at 100 resumes per day, it is like 5 million has almost how many zeros? 6 zeros behind it, right? It has 6 zeros behind it. So just remove, so you require at least 50,000 guys in Google, 50,000 guys every single month sitting and just looking at resumes. Do you really think that Google is going to waste 50,000 people on this particular aspect? It's never going to happen. No company is actually going through your resume itself. What we have is called as a parser. Okay, it's a robotic parser that is there, that basically just looks at your resume, whether you have enough projects, whether you have enough experience under your belt or not. It will just look at that. That robot just passes through all these resumes in like just 5 to 10 minutes. So by robot, I mean a bot. Okay, I mean a program itself, not a fucking, like, do not think that mechanical robot is going to see through your resumes. Okay, I know some of you are crazy enough to think that. So a program is there that basically goes, and we call them as resume parsers. Okay, so we have built almost 10 to 15 different parsers as well for various of these companies, and we have updated some of their parsers as well. So we know that these parsers basically look for just one or two things itself. Most of these resumes, they will just shortlist it. Okay, that okay, no issues, you can, these resumes can go further with it. Okay, so there's no process right over there, so we can ignore. So resume parser, resume parser. Now if you are applying through like a talent recruiter itself, okay, if you are applying through a talent recruiter, or you are applying through a referral itself, okay, in both of these conditions there is no resume parsing. Okay, that means somebody has seen your resume and has told that okay, you are good to go with it. So resume parsers don't affect for TRs and referrals. Okay, then comes the third particular thing. All the people whose resumes get shortlisted, okay, these guys are sent an assessment link. Okay, then online coding assessment. An online coding assessment is being sent to them, guys. Now this online coding assessment, as you are able to see, is where your knowledge of data structures and algorithms, competitive programming, and sometimes aptitude as well is being tested. Okay, data structures and algorithms, not data structures, data structures and algorithms, competitive programming, and aptitude. Okay, these are the three things that are being tested in this online coding round. If you fail this online coding round, guys, if you fail this online coding round, then you are not going to get an opportunity to even sit in an interview itself. You're not going to get the opportunity to sit in an interview. I'm not even talking about like you will get, like, somebody will be talking to you. No, you will not even get an opportunity to sit in an interview itself. Data structures and algorithms, competitive programming, and aptitude right over there. Now, how many of you guys have no idea what is data structures and algorithms or competitive programming? Aptitude, I understand most of you must be able to understand that logical reasoning and all those kind of stuff. What about data structures and algorithms and competitive programming? How many of you guys don't even know what is data structures and algorithms and competitive programming itself? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, so there's some people who don't know about it. Dude, like if you are aiming for getting into a computer science background, okay, even an IT firm itself, no matter whether it is just software engineering, whether it's data science, whether it's full stack, whether it is anything that you're planning, even if it's a for IT purpose, if you don't know what is data structures and algorithms and computer programming, you are in a deep, deep waters. Okay, like you're just at the bottom itself. You need to keep yourself updated with these things, guys, because without this thing you are not even going to get an opportunity to get placed. Okay, not even getting an opportunity to get placed. Okay, I'm talking very seriously, guys. You need to be, those people who are writing, I don't know, please be serious about your careers right now. Okay, this is not the time, okay, to do that. Some of you guys are knowing that you guys have started with code chef and lead code. Learn from these guys. Okay, it's never too late to start, it's never too early to start as well. Just start as soon as possible. I will be guiding you guys, I will be giving you guys some platforms from where you can learn, from where you can practice as well. Please guys, my only concern right now is start as soon as possible. Do not waste time. After this boot camp, whatever platform that I'm suggesting, go to these platforms, start right over there, spend half an hour. Don't spend like 1 hour as well, spend half an hour, try these platforms out. Okay, try to do that. Okay, so right over here, as you are able to see, data structures and algorithms, computer programming, and aptitude is very important, guys. Okay, I'm being very frank about it. Now, suggestions I can give you guys for platform for practicing data structures and algorithms: use only lead code. Okay, use only LEET, lead CODE, lead code. No other platform. It's a free platform. Okay, it's a free platform. Use only lead code, guys, nothing else. For competitive programming, okay, for competitive programming, use only code chef. Use the platform only code chef. Now, why I'm saying to you guys to use these platforms, you must have heard about Hacker Earth, HackerRank, Geek for Geeks, these type of platforms as well. Please do not use that. These are not standard platforms. Okay, these platforms are made in such a way that you get a false sense of entitlement that most of the Indian students have, that you know something. They will give you very easy questions, very easy solutions, and you will be like, I know everything. And when you go into the exams, no company is going to ask you guys these easy questions. It's the same thing as learning NCERT. So for CBSE, if you study, there's the textbook for school is NCERT. Studying just NCERT will never help you get into IITs and NITs. You have to study for JEE mains and advance to some other level itself. That's the exact same thing right over here. Lead code and code chef, the type of questions that they have on these platforms are up to the mark of like all the company questions that are going to come in the examination itself. Just an example right now, all the questions bar none, all the questions that are being asked in the interviews for Amazon, this is a trick I'm telling you guys. So we give this tricks to our training students as well. There's a lot of tricks that I have. I'm giving you 2 tricks right now. So all the questions that get asked in the online coding assessment as well as in the interviews for Amazon, for any particular position that you're applying for, all those questions directly without even changing the questions come from lead code. They come directly from lead code itself. And all the questions for Amazon, okay, all the questions for Microsoft, okay, if you apply for any particular position at Microsoft, all the questions directly come from CodeChef. Directly, they don't even change the question. I don't know why this happens, but this is something I have seen for the past 1 year. So I'm telling you guys this right now. So this is the level of these platforms. That companies are copying questions from them. Okay, companies are copying questions from them. So please utilize these to the most extent. Now, what is the difference between data structures and algorithms and competitive programming? This is the exact same thing. To be a matter of fact, these are the exact same thing. Why is like then I'm writing these at 2 different stuff? I'm putting 2 different platforms for you guys to practice. Okay, the problem is data structures and algorithms is something. Let's look at lead code right now. Let's open up lead code. Let's look at that. So this is the lead code platform, guys. Today's class will be a little bit longer. I want you guys to be aware of this before starting the project from tomorrow. This is extremely important because boot camps are something that we use as generating awareness within the students about what is actually that they need to study. Okay, so please be a bit patient with me and try to learn as much as like possible, and we'll give our best for that as well. So this is lead code, guys, right over here. I'm just showing you one or two problems, you will be able to understand it. Now, why do these companies are so hell-bent on like data structures and algorithms and competitive programming? Why are they putting it up in their examinations as well? To check your logical reasoning. How well are you able to perform under pressure? How well are you able to code? Okay, are you able to think about a particular question from a logical standpoint, from a problem solving standpoint itself? Okay, so these things they want to learn, and for that they use data structures and algorithms and competitive programming as their tool to measure you guys against each other. So right over here, this is how your questions will be. On the left hand side, you will be having a word problem. On the left hand side, you will be having a word problem right over here. As you're able to see, you will have some examples, you'll have some inputs and outputs that you need to obtain, and some constraints that are there. Now these word problems are not just like your mathematical word problems. In mathematical word problems, you have just one number, one particular question, you have to solve that. Here you will have maybe a million particular questions that you have to solve. So a million questions cannot be solved of the same type using just maths. So you require computer, you require a programming language to do that for you. Okay, do that for you. So you have your, so this is data structures and algorithms. How to use data structures and algorithms to solve this particular question. As you're able to see, there's no time bound. Okay, this is not time bound. Okay, are you guys able to see? This is not time bound. Are you guys able to understand this? We are not time bound. We don't have to solve this question in just 20 minutes. You can take 3 days to solve this question as well. So that is where this data structures and algorithms fails to prepare you for examination. This builds up your concepts. This will help you to build up your concepts itself, because you will spend time to think about the question. You're not able to understand it. You will search for the solution. You will learn the solution. You will again come back. You will try to code it once again. So spend some time learning this itself. Okay. So, but that is just for building up your concepts. But in examination, in the online coding assessment, you will have only 60 to 90 minutes. You will have only 60 to 90 minutes to solve 2 to 3 questions. Aditya, I'm just answering your question right now. Give me a second. So you are having 60 to 90 minutes to solve 2 to 3 coding questions just like this. You have to read the question, you have to understand it, you have to formulate a plan, you have to write the code right over there, check whether it works or not, then submit it. So you don't have enough time to like actually think a lot. You have to do it fast. And that is where competitive programming comes into picture. Competitive programming is nothing else but just mock tests. Think about it. When you are preparing for JEE mains and advanced, you read books, you solve questions on your own time. That is your data structures and algorithms. That is your lead code. But to prepare yourself for the actual examinations, you give mock tests. Okay, so you have 3 hours to do all these questions. You have 1 hour to solve all these questions. You give mock tests right over there. So competitive programming is like that. You have the exact same type of questions that are there on lead code, the exact same word problems, the exact same type of stuff that you have to do, but just in a limited time span, just in a limited time span itself. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. So that is the importance of data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. I will be sharing with you guys the syllabus that you can follow for learning data structures and algorithms. I'll be sharing with you guys a list of questions as well that you can train yourself on for data structures and algorithms as well as competitive programming. So I will be sharing that with you guys soon, so that you guys are also like having a particular pathway that you can follow. If you are following that pathway, it is my guarantee that if you're following it line by line, it is my personal guarantee within the next 6 months to 8 months, you will be able to be very good at data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. Okay, you will be excellent at data structures and algorithms and competitive programming, guys. Now, if you are able to cross this particular border, this particular assessment, if you are able to do good in this assessment, then you get the opportunity to go further with interviews. The fourth particular thing, the final thing, is your interviews itself. will it be okay if I am sharing that? I will be showing you those syllabus and everything. You guys see if you guys want it. If you guys want it, then I will share. I will just paste the link in the description of these videos itself if you want, or else I'll just provide the link to you guys on the live chat. Anything that you guys want at the end of the class, I will be doing that for you guys. Okay, so as you're able to see, the interviews are of three different types. There will be every company. So, for example, when I was giving my interview for Google, there were 8 interview rounds. Okay, there were 8 interview rounds itself. Okay, out of those 8 interview rounds, every round could have been categorized on only these three types itself. There are no other types of interviews for you guys. Only these three types. Okay. The second thing is why I'm always telling you guys that the boot camp will always be conducted in English. The training programs will always be conducted in English. The only prerequisite for any of our programs, whether it be the boot camp, whether it be the training program, whether it be the 1 month guaranteed internship programs as well, all that, the only prerequisite is you should be able to understand English. I always say that because four of my out of 8 interviews, 4 interviews were taken by people who were not from India. We had people from UK, we had people from Indonesia, we had people from China, we had people from USA. 4 interviews were taken by people who are not Indians. You cannot speak in Hindi in front of them. You need to have a fluent communication channel in English so that whatever ideas are going on inside of your head itself, you should be able to express them in English. When you're coming to companies like Deloitte, TCS, Infosys, there as well, you are not expected to speak in Hindi because that is a client-facing companies. They have to deal with various different people from all across the world. So if you are not able to speak in Hindi, how are you going to deal with them? When you are working in an MNC, just like Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Flipkart, Walmart, all these type of big companies, these companies have offices all across the globe. You have to interact with developers and your teammates will be from all across the globe itself. How are you going to communicate with them if you don't know proper communication in English itself? So please guys, always, why I always tell you guys, English is so important. I'm a Hindi speaking person. Okay, I always speak Hindi at home with my friends. But when it comes to a professional career itself, English is an important skill to have. Okay, please try to understand it. Don't take it in a negative way. This is all that I'm just trying to help you guys out. Nothing too like problematic in that. Okay. What is the difference between data type and data structure? So data type is like one drop of water from this bottle, just the drop of water from this bottle itself. And data structure is this particular container that is able to contain more than 700 water droplets. Okay, so data type is basically the water drops inside of this container, and data structure is what is containing those water droplets inside. Okay, and then you are having algorithms that are there that utilize these data structures to do amazing stuff. Okay, so that is the algorithm side over there. Okay, so let's continue right over there. Interviews are of three different kinds, guys. The first particular kind of interviews, type A. Okay, type A of interviews, I'm very sorry to say this, is data structures and algorithms and programming language of choice. Okay, you are having data structures and algorithms and programming language of choice as your first round of interviews. Every single interview, no matter if there's 3 interviews as well, the first interview will be of data structures and algorithms and programming language of choice. Whatever you have done in the coding assessment, that will be checked right over here whether you have cheated right over there or not. That's the reason why you have DSA and programming language of choice once again right over here, just in front of an interviewer. So interviewer will sit with you on a Gmeet or a Zoom meet itself. He will give you guys a particular question. You will have to solve that question in front of him, type the question in front of him itself. If you are able to succeed in solving that question, you're good to go. Then whatever language that you have used right over there to code that question, whatever language that you have used right over there to code that question, whatever language that you use in the online coding assessment, that is referred to as your programming language of choice. That is referred to as the programming language of choice. And then the questions will start related to that language itself. Okay, related to that language itself. So according to me, okay, according to me, what should be your particular language of choice to do data structures, algorithms, and computer programming is either C++ or Java. either C++ or Java. See, C is being taught. See, just C is being taught. C is again a language. It's being taught to you guys in your college as well. There's a dipshit language. Okay, try to understand why I'm saying this. There's a point behind that as well. You have 60 minutes to solve 2 coding questions, right? You have 60 minutes to solve 2 coding questions. If you write the 2 coding questions in C, it will take you 20 lines of code per question. Okay, if you do it in C, C is a programming language. If you do that particular program in C itself, it will take you 20 lines of code to do that. The exact same thing, do it in C++, it will take you 10 lines of code. In Java, it will take you 11 lines of code itself. So the less amount of code that you have to write, it's the faster you will be able to write it as well. You are able to save writing code time by almost 50%. So again, C is out of question for online coding assessments. You have to use only C++ or Java. Now you guys will be like, what about Python and JavaScript? Why can't we use Python and JavaScript as our programming language of choice itself? Now just think about it. How long have you started your journey into programming with Python in data structures and algorithms and competitive programming? How long? 1 year, 2 years, maybe 4 years of your college life. I've spent the past 7 years of my life every single day working a 10-hour shift 5 days a week for the past 7 years, working only on 2 languages, that is Python and JavaScript, and I'm the person who is going to take up your interviews. What is the probability that if I ask you a hard question, you will be able to answer it? What is the probability that a person like me who has spent 7 years of his life, 10 hours every single day, 5 days a week, just doing programming JavaScript, Python, to ask you a question and you will be able to answer it? And see, this is not something that is a logical thing. This has actually happened with me. So I used to do it in JavaScript. Okay, initially in the very initial time frame, I used to do it in JavaScript itself. I gave to give and I used to highlight it into my profile that I do data structures and algorithms in JavaScript. Man, I'm awesome. I'm great. I'm fucking God itself. And then I went for an interview for Morgan Stanley. That particular interviewer, although I had been practicing GSA in JavaScript for almost 1 year, that guy obliterated me in the interview. Okay, you know JavaScript. Okay, you use it for your programming language of choice. Okay, tell me about this, tell me about that. And then I was not able to answer any question in that interview. Any question in that interview itself. So it's always the best particular. So learn from my mistakes. Later on, I also shifted to C++ after that. That interviewer himself told me about this, that please never ever use Python or JavaScript for data structures and algorithms. Use those for your projects, whatever projects that you want to build, whatever technical skills that you want to build. It's called as development language of choice. Okay, but always use C++ and Java for your data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. Okay, my session would be C++, but you have these 2 options available for you guys. You can choose any one of them. The next particular round is what is the most interesting round that most of you guys feel should be the most important one as well. That is the technical round. Okay, that is the technical round. And your development language. So development, you don't ask questions about it. So it's the technical round. This is where your internships, this is where it is basically decided whether you're going to get the internship or the job opportunity or not. This is the round that is the most critical round out there, the most important round out there. This is the technical round, guys. Okay, the most important round. This is where it will be checked whether what projects that you have worked upon, which technologies that you have used right over there, what trainings that you have done, what internships that you have done, do you have any prior experience or not. So all these different stuff, okay, all these different stuff is what is checked in this particular round, that is the technical round. And in this round, if you are able to qualify right over here, then only you are offered a high paying job. Only then you are offered a high paying job, guys. Otherwise, again, whatever process I have told up till now, that is, you will be able to get into TCS Infosys at 6 lakh rupees per annum, and that will be the most that you will be able to get. But this technical round is what makes you stand out from the rest of the crowd. This technical round is what 7 students every single month from DevTown is basically getting placed at 60 lakhs per annum in Google, 48 lakhs per annum in Microsoft, 38 lakhs per annum in Amazon, 36 lakhs per annum in Flipkart and your Walmart. Okay, so this is where it gets real for you. Okay, getting a great package, anyhow, that is what is important for you guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. And then the last round is the round that I never consider it to be a round itself. It's just like it has to be there, so it is their type of round. That is the HR round. Okay, that is the HR round. This is where the company basically identifies whether you are a psychopath or not. Okay, they'll ask you questions like, okay, if you are working in a team and one of the teammates is not doing his work, what would you do in that particular condition? Okay, so all somebody is harassing a particular coworker of yours, or how would you report that? So these type of questions they will be asking just to identify if you are a psychopath or not. If you're a normal human being, you will fly this round easily. If you're not a normal human being, just pretend to be normal. Okay, that is all that I can say about you guys. Okay, so are you guys able to understand this entire process? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this entire process? Please do let me know, guys. Great. Now, the two important stuff, what to study in data structures and algorithms and competitive programming, and what to study for full stack web development to guarantee you a job that is paying. So, for example, in our training program, there are two guarantees that happens. First, 1 month of guaranteed internship with one of the biggest companies out there. We have already shown you guys the list. Am I right, guys? The companies that are currently giving us the 1 month guaranteed internships, right? For full stack development, these are the companies that are currently giving us the 1 month guaranteed internship for all the students that are there in our training program. Cisco, Commonwealth Bank, JP Morgan and Chase, Lyft, Amazon, Accenture, Walmart, Infosys, and HP. These are the companies that are currently giving 1 month of guaranteed internships. That is one of the things that we guarantee to our students. The second stuff is for our full stack development program, the average package that we have given to our students is of 12.9 lakhs per annum. So whatever syllabus that I'm sharing with you guys, whatever path that I'm telling you to you guys, if you follow that thoroughly, if you do that properly on your own as well, you will also be able to achieve that. Okay, you will also be able to achieve that. It will take some time. You will drive out from a path as well. This will happen with you guys, but if you are following that, you will be able to achieve this type of results. Okay, this type of results as well. Okay, so I have some logical issues while coding, how to overcome it. BTech student, let me tell you something. For the first 6 months, when I started with data structures and algorithms, for the first 6 months, I was not able to solve a single question. See, my point being that I can tell you guys that I'm a god in programming. I'm like, yeah, I'm some other level itself. It's not that case. I was always a hardworking person. I'm currently as well a hardworking person. A talented person might be able to achieve it very easily. A hardworking person will always do better than the talented person. That is all that I've seen in my life. Because we are always ready to work hard no matter what. For you guys as well, you should be able to do that. Just work hard. Do not look for ki I will get the result or something. Just work hard. My suggestion is for 6 months, I was not able to solve a single question in data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. I solved my first question after 6 months. I was not even good after 1 year as well. I was just okayish in data structures, algorithms, and competitive programming after 1 year. But after 2 years, I was able to crack every single company out there. Every company I was able to get an offer letter of. So that is the thing that I'm trying to make you guys understand as well. Okay. Great. So let's look at the syllabus, guys, right now. Let me just open up the syllabus for data structures and algorithms first of all. So in data structures and algorithms, this is the syllabus that I've created for you guys. Okay, this is the syllabus that I've created for you guys. Try to make sure that you are able to follow the syllabus itself. These are the instructors. So if you are joining the training and internship program, if you are joining for that, it will be great. I will be one of the instructors out there. But because we want to make sure that placements are given to you guys, we have other instructors there as well that are able to give you guys referrals from different companies. So we have Aradhana Krun from Google, Dipen Ghoshal from Amazon, Harsh Akshit. He's the cybersecurity lead at Google for India, and he's the one who takes up cybersecurity for us as well. Hrithik Kumar is the one who takes up data structures and algorithms and competitive programming for you guys. So competitive programming and data structures algorithms are taken by Hrithik Kumar. He has previously worked in Hasden and is currently working in Google. He's the, not India, he's the world top 100, in the world top 100 in the entire world on both lead code and code chef. That is his ranking right now. So because we always want the best to be able to teach you guys, that is the reason why we do it. Then you are having Khushbu Tanal from McKinsey and Company, Morgan Stanley, you are having Krishna Sampath, Madhav you are having from American Express, Nandini you are having from Google, Sony, Nikhil Agrawal, TensorFlow, that is the machine learning aspect of deep learning aspect for Google, that's Nikhil Bharwal. You're having your Aditya Gusain from Stealth and Moving, Rahul Halalka from Goldman Sachs, Sahil Rahman from HP and Porsche, Vishal Jain from Oracle, Rohan Kindle from Infosys, Kunika from Walmart, and then me and Ashish from Jio, Google, Reliance, all these companies, as well as KPMG, you are having Ashish Modi. So these are all the different instructors that will be available for you guys. Initially, you need to start off with C++. Okay, like I said, for all our programs, there is no prerequisite. If you're able to understand English, that is more than sufficient for us. That's the only thing that we want from you guys, nothing else. English. For you guys, if you're following this syllabus as well, English is a prerequisite. Start with learning C++. I've given you guys a proper orientation right over here as well. If you guys want a deeper in-depth round of C++, I think so I have that as well. So this is what you need to study in C++. It's again another PDF for C++ itself. You are having programming and it's necessary. So you can go through this. What are the basics of C++? What are the topics that you guys have to cover right over here? Then you're having loops and functions in C++. Then you're having arrays and strings in C++. This is the basic C++ and object-oriented programming in C++ as well. OOPS is very important from the perspective, okay, from the perspective of interviews, okay, from the perspective of interviews itself, guys. So it is very important, guys. So this is all that you have to cover in C++. I will be sharing this PDF with you guys in a few minutes, okay, but C++ is very important for you guys, okay. The next particular thing is, so I will be sharing this on the Discord servers itself. By tonight, I'll be sharing all these PDFs on the Discord server for everything. Okay, I'll be sharing this on the Discord server. The link for the Discord server is down in the description of the video itself. Tomorrow evening, I will share it on the WhatsApp groups as well. Will that be fine? Tomorrow or day after tomorrow evening, I'll be sharing this on WhatsApp groups. Will that be fine with you guys? Please do let me know, guys. I will share this on the WhatsApp groups as well day after tomorrow evening. Will that be fine with you guys? Please do let me know. Tonight I will be sharing it on the Discord server because I don't have the access to the WhatsApp groups right now. So I will have to get the access tomorrow. Everybody is on a leave today. So tomorrow, as soon as I'm getting the access, by day after tomorrow, I'll be sending it on the WhatsApp groups. So I'll definitely do that, guys. So C++, this is this lecture. So after C++, once you've covered the basics of C++, then you are going to start with arrays and vectors. Okay, arrays and vectors itself. So introduction to arrays and vectors in STL and C++, two-dimensional arrays and how to use them. Then you move towards sorting and searching algorithms in C++. So I'm not going a lot of in-depth in the like syllabus because you guys can just refer to the syllabus at a later point of time. I've also put up some practice questions, as you're able to see. Practice questions part 1. So all the questions that you need to solve, I've put it up right over here. So in the training program, our instructor will be solving all these questions, telling you how to think about a particular question, how to solve that particular question, how to write the code for that particular question. So we'll be teaching you guys all these tips and tricks as well that will help you guys move further. But still, these will be the questions that you will be answering right over there. The next particular thing is again, like you're having practice questions part 2. There's a lot of practice questions. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, then you're having your linked lists in C++, then you're having practice questions once again, stacks in C++, then you're having queues in C++, then again practice questions, because questions is very important. Again practice questions, again practice questions. There were a lot of practice questions right over there. Then trees in C++, again very important, guys. Trees in C++, each of these are actually a question on its own as well. I will let you guys after this. Okay, you have to. These are also questions. You cannot do anything on that. Then again, practice questions. Then you are having binary search trees in C++. Then you're having dynamic programming in C++. You're having again dynamic programming in C++. Graphs in C++. Again, graphs in C++. Heaps in C++. So these are all the different things that you need to know and in data structures and algorithms. So why so many different questions that are given to you guys? Because these questions are something that we have taken from competitive programming, and these questions we have sorted it out actually according to what questions are mostly asked in most of these interviews as well. Because if you're seeing a very similar question, if you have already done the question and the same question comes into your exam, you will be easily able to solve it. You can focus on the next particular question. So these are the questions that are mostly asked in these interviews right now in India. So it becomes very easy for you guys to crack these interviews as well. And these, I'm taking up a bit of data structures and algorithms, and these practice questions is a merge of competitive programming as well. So that if you're just doing this as well, you are 40-50% done. Okay, you don't have to do complete CP as well, but and nevertheless we provide you guys with CP because it is up to you. We cannot devoid you of something. But sometimes we also try to find that the shortest path possible to success. So this is the shortest path possible to the success itself. Okay. The next particular thing that is there is competitive programming. So competitive programming is something that we take over a very long period of time itself, as we're able to see. So this will be the competitive programming itself that will be there. So the self-paced competitive programming is nothing else but daily questions that will be given to you guys. Then you'll be having a class where you'll be solving those questions. You'll be learning about how to think about a particular question, how to go beyond that particular question itself. So all that is there in this competitive programming platform. You can have all the list of questions from just 95 days of continuous questions, 95 days. So this is basically of like 4 months long that you have to pay a lot of attention to. Okay, so once that has been done, then comes your full stack web development at last. So we have our aptitude, logical and verbal reasoning as well that we provide as class recordings. So if you guys are weak at like aptitude itself, you can definitely do the aptitude from these videos if you guys want. So this we just provide it as a complimentary to the students itself. Next, you are having your full stack web development. That is the last thing that you guys want to see. So give me a second, guys. I will just open that up. Those people who are not on WhatsApp, they can join the Discord community as well. We will be sending you guys the link right over there as well. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Is DSA included in your full stack development program? DSA, competitive programming, C++, Java, aptitude, logical, verbal reasoning, resume preparation, GitHub, mock interviews, as well as full stack development is included. So these are all the things that we teach in our training and internship program. The reason for it is very simple. We need to get you guys placed. We are guaranteeing 1 month internship with these companies. If you're doing good in these internships, we are directly getting placements. On top of that, we are having 800 companies at 800 positions of the 36 different companies that have from us. We have to place our students right over there. So we cannot take any chances. Any student who's enrolling into the training program, we have to make sure that these guys are getting placed. That is our only priority. I don't like, for me, my relationship with these companies is much more important for me than anything else. If I send a shitty student to that company will never come back to me and hire from me. From the past 2 years, these companies are hiring from me. I cannot take a negative approach on that relationship. For me, it is either the student is trained 110% or please do not join the training program. If you're not able to give time, if you're not ready to work hard, do not join the training program. I'm giving you guys the syllabus. Look at the syllabus, do it on your own itself. Okay, because the point of the training program is to make sure only those students who are 100% willing to give their time, give their efforts are joining the program, because we will be beating their asses at all times to make sure that they are able to get into these companies. Because we have, let me give you an example. We have 4 students that joined us from maritime engineering and merchant navy. Maritime engineering and merchant navy. 2 of those merchant navy guys were working in merchant navy for 3 years, and now they didn't wanted to continue with merchant navy. All these were freshers right over here. They had no BTech, they had no BTech degree itself. They were in some other field itself. These guys are now working in Amazon at front end engineers in React at 28 lakhs per annum. We have students joining from BCA, BSc, MSc, BBA, MBA. We have students joining from civil, chemical, mechanical, electrical, electronics. Most of our students are from some other branches. These companies do not care about your like whatever degree that you are having. Even we got one of our undergrads, like he was in first year itself. We got him an appointment. That was the first time. So all the 7 students who got into Google were our students who joined us in the first year itself. We built their profiles up from the first year, and they were able to get their 2 months internship in their second year itself, 6 months internship in their third year, and they were able to get their placements in Google right now. The point that I'm trying to make sure right over here is that you guys need to make sure that you are working hard. My priority is to make sure that no matter wherever you are joining us, even in the boot camps as well, I'm trying to give my 100% to you guys. But I want to make sure, that is the reason why we have demo classes as well. We have demo classes that are there. You come to the class, you look whether you like the class or not. You feel that whether you will be able to focus in the class, whether you will be able to learn from the class. And if and only if you are ready, then that, okay, yes, I will do it no matter what. Only then you join the program. Do not join the program like this. Money is a very hard-earned commodity. Okay, it's a very hard-earned commodity. Do not waste it like this. Waste it on Netflix. Okay, enjoy your life. Get some booze, get some Netflix, get some Coke. Enjoy. Do not waste it on studying. Okay, waste it if you are ready. Don't waste it like that itself. Okay. Great. So right over here, guys, when it comes to full stack web development, okay, when it comes to full stack web development, you need to remember 2 to 3 things. First, there are 4 technologies that are associated with full stack web development. Okay, first technology is called as front end web development: React, Redux, HTML, CSS. Okay, these are all front end web development portion. Then you're having back-end web development, whatever lives on the servers. Okay, that is your Node.js, Express, MongoDB. All these are back-end technologies itself. Then you are having your cloud computing. Where the fuck are you going to get those servers? Each of these servers cost 7 to 8 lakhs. Do you have that money? No. Do I have that money? No. Companies have that money, but they don't want to spend it as well. So what they do is they lease out, they rent out servers from Amazon, from Google, from Microsoft, and the largest of these is Amazon, that is AWS, Amazon Web Services. That is your cloud computing. Okay, that is your cloud computing. And the last particular technology that you need to learn is DevOps. Okay, the last particular thing is DevOps right over here. So these are four different technologies that you need to learn. Now you can learn these 4 technologies individually. You can learn front-end engineering, you can learn back-end engineering individually, you can learn cloud computing with AWS individually, you can learn DevOps individually. But just think about it. I know about 4 different elements. I know about carbon, I know about hydrogen, I know about oxygen, I know about helium. I know about 4 different elements itself. But my particular like capabilities, my particular requirement, my particular how can I say this, value is when I know how to integrate these 4 elements together to make different molecules, to make different compounds, how to integrate these atoms together to make different compounds itself. Similar to that, these 4 technologies, learning them individually has no value. To learn how to implement them together, how to connect them together is what you are proceeding further with. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, learning these 4 technologies separately is very easy, guys. Like you give me like 15 days for each of these technologies, I will just make you guys learn all these different technologies individually. But that has zero meaning to it, because you don't know how to integrate these technologies together, how these technologies work together. You don't know that. You're wasting your time out there. Okay, so that is the reason why we start off on the utmost basics. Again, the only prerequisite, English, no programming language, nothing like that. We start with the basics. What is the internet? How does the internet work? HTML, CSS, GitHub version control, responsive design with CSS, grid and box layout. Then you must have heard about Bootstrap CSS. Bootstrap CSS is one of the most famous CSS frameworks that exists at any particular point of time. But famous, not the most in use. Because Bootstrap CSS was made a very long time ago, so it is a very heavy particular framework. It is very like easy to use, but in production it does not work. In production, no company is currently using it. It has been replaced by Tailwind CSS. Okay. Do we need mathematics in web development or basic maths? No, maths is not needed. Just if you know how to divide, like 12 divided by 3 is 4, then that is all maths that you need. Okay, so Tailwind CSS is what is used because it is lightweight, it is easy to program, it gives you a lot more number of customizations. Okay, it's easy to give your first product out there. So for that, Tailwind CSS is something that you will be using, and then JavaScript ES6. All these technologies will have their individual projects associated with them, because web development you cannot learn theoretically. There will be a little bit of theory that I can explain to you guys, basics, but then it's just practical. For getting to the advanced level, you just have to practice, practice, practice. So what we do is we have a live class every single day. So the demo class will be in the morning. It will be in the morning on Saturday and Sunday. So because in the evening I have my own classes of training programs that I have to take, and then the boot camp as well. So we cannot hamper that. That is the reason why the demo class will be in the morning. If you guys want to attend, it will be tomorrow and day after tomorrow. So on Saturday and Sunday, you can choose one of those days to come up for the demo classes. It will be 2 hours of class. So because it's a demo class, we'll be keeping it for 1.5 hours itself. But usually our classes are in the evening after 7 o'clock only, because our instructors are currently working in different companies. So we have to, these guys are getting the time in the evening itself. They don't have time in the morning. Okay. So in the evening after 7 o'clock itself, there will be classes, 1.5 hours to 2 hours of live class on Zoom calls. And then the instructor will be still there on the Zoom call itself. You can approach the instructor after the live class has ended. You can talk to the instructor, get your doubts solved, whatever question that you're having, whatever problems that you're facing, any type of advice that you want, or whatever you were not able to understand in the class itself. You can come to the instructor, ask them. They will be sitting right over there with you guys. You can talk to them as well. So that is how, okay, that is how we take up our training programs. Each of the training programs continue for 3.5 months. Okay, for 3.5 months we have our entire program that we take, because you have to learn the basics, you have to learn the front-end development, back-end development. You are having your cloud computing with AWS as well as DevOps right over there, and the projects that you work upon. So the projects, for example, the biggest project that will be there will be the entire Zomato application. The entire Zomato app that you're currently using right now, you'll be recreating that using React.js, MongoDB, Express, and Node.js, front-end and back-end. You'll be deploying it on AWS. You will be Dockerizing it. You will be deploying it using Kubernetes, and then you'll be setting up the CI/CD pipelining. That is the DevOps portion of it. That's the biggest project that we will be making. The second biggest project will be the entire Book My Show application. Okay, that will be entire Book My Show application itself. So that is how we have shaped the entire program. Okay, that is how we have shaped the entire program itself. So front-end development with React. So right now we are discussing about getting started with React. We are currently learning about React functional components, okay, and then styling in React. These are the 3 topics that we have covered in our boot camps. The component lifecycle model, Webpack using 3rd-party components, routing in React, React hooks, state management in React using Redux, connecting to backend is something that we are not covering in this bootcamp. So there's a lot of different stuff that is there in React as well. Similar to that, you are having backend web developments on MongoDB, Express, microservice architecture, all these kind of stuff. Then you are having your DevOps concepts. So you are having Docker and containers, automating with CI/CDs, and your Kubernetes right over there that we do with AWS. All these concepts we teach with AWS, so that your cloud computing is also done right over there. So are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. So career gap can apply for your courses? Sure. If you, for example, these 2 guys that were coming from Merchant Navy, these had 3 years of career gap that was there. So even if you have a career gap, if you are able to focus upon the program, you will be able to do it. Okay. So that is the thing. Now the cost of the program, we have fixed it up in such a way, because we are a non-profit organization, but these instructors, okay, these instructors are not my friends, we also hire them. I'm also one of those instructors itself. So these instructors, because they're spending 3.5 months to 4 months of their time training you every single day, 2 hours in the evening, then taking up doubt classes as well after that, we need to pay them. So for the entire 3.5 months, we pay them 5,700 rupees per person. Okay, that is what we pay them. But this exact same program, if you're looking for anywhere else, the exact same thing. For example, Scalar also offers the exact same thing. They cost you 3,50,000 rupees. That is their cost. The exact same program, 3,50,000 rupees. We are able to reduce our cost because we are a non-profit organization. We just do this on our time, like free time itself. So these guys are getting paid 5,700 rupees per person, per student that they are training over a span of 3.5 months. So from the students end, we take up the basic charges of 5,700 rupees plus the GST that is there. That comes out to be 7,500 rupees for the entire 3.5 months of training, plus the 1 month of guaranteed internship as well. So 3.5 months of training is there where you will be trained. The entire training will happen. Once the training is completed, then we'll be giving you a choice. Which particular company do you want to intern with? Okay, we have limited number of seats for each of these companies. So once you have chosen the companies, we'll send your names to these companies itself. Then you will be starting off with your 1 month of guaranteed internship with these companies. Once that guaranteed internship is done, you guys will be receiving your internship completion letters from Cisco, Morgan Stanley, AWS, Walmart, HP, Infosys, Accenture, Lyft, or Commonwealth Bank. That is what is up to you guys itself. And then you are having so when you start the program, you get an offer letter. First of all, you get an offer letter. At the end of the training, we give you guys the internship completion certificate for the 3.5 months that you have trained with us, along with a training certificate and a letter of recommendation that you can submit in your higher studies or in your next company that you're applying for. For the 1 month internship, you get the offer letter as well as your internship completion certificate once you have completed that. If you are doing good in that internship of 1 month, then you get a chance to get placed with that company as well. The other particular part is, if you are doing good in a training program, we connect you to our training recruiters as well that are there that help you get placed. Then you are having your referrals that the instructors directly give to the students itself that you can utilize to get placed as well. So that is how we proceed with the program. The average salary for the students in our program on full stack development is 13.9 lakhs per annum. Okay, 13.9 lakhs per annum. Now, if you guys want, okay, I'm again, like, please, like I said, if you go to our website as well, you will not be able to pay. That is how we have created our website. Okay, if you go to our website, devtown.in, okay, you will be able to see that you are not able to pay for any of our programs. Just go to full stack web development training and internship, enroll now. It will show you the cost as 10,000 rupees. Because we don't want students to enroll from our website itself. Because these type of students who pay the money to get into the program, they don't have that drive. They're just like, yeah, I paid for it. Fuck it. Okay, sometimes like this is the kind of students that we see mostly. So what we have done is you cannot enroll into the program by paying money. Okay, first attend the demo class. If you guys are interested for the same itself. Okay, if you are interested for the same, first attend the demo class. It is tomorrow and day after tomorrow. If you feel that you like the demo class, it is for you, okay, you would like to continue with them, then only you register for the program, otherwise not. Okay, otherwise not. Kaya Verma, I have already told in the those who are saying that you cannot see time is up, attendance, I know these guys, we are taking out their names. Okay, don't worry about it, because I've already told in the class that today the class will be a little bit long. I've already told in the class in the middle itself. I know that you guys were not there in the class itself. Okay. So that is how we are running that. But we don't want students in the demo class who are not serious about it. Because in one demo class, we can only take 60 to 100 students. We cannot take more than that. Otherwise, the demo class will be full of shit. Okay, nobody will be able to learn anything. So we can only take 60 to 100 people inside of the demo class itself, guys. Because the number of seats that are there is just 120. For 1 month, we only have 120 seats. The rest of the students that we train are directly in partnership with colleges. We have a partnership with 95 different colleges that provides us 10 students every single month. We train them right over there. For boot camps, we only have 120 seats that are there every month that we allot just for the boot camps itself. Rest 950 students, we take it through our college placements itself. Okay, so these 120 seats, what we have done this time is, this is the first time that we are having a demo class. So what we've done is we have set up a refundable amount. It is a refundable amount of 500 rupees. If you, so what we've done right now is, there is, let me just show it to you guys. Okay, so this is the link right over here, if I'm correct. So I've created this link of 500 rupees, okay, for tomorrow's and day after tomorrow's demo classes that are there. You can select your program, full stack web development, data scientist, or any of the above, whatever you feel is comfortable for you guys. Okay, then select the demo class date. Okay, so if you want to give it on Saturday or Sunday or any of the above will work for you. Okay, once you have registered for this pre-registration itself, you attend the demo class. Our career counselor will connect with you. If you feel that you want to continue with the sessions further on, you want to join the training program, you can pay the rest of the amount. If you feel like, no, this demo class is not for me, this is all bullshit, okay, I don't want to continue, we'll refund you that 500 rupees back. The reason why we are doing this is because when you say that something is for free and the students come right over there, they don't have a value for it. Okay, they don't have any value for it. Okay, then they come to the demo class thinking it's free, fucking I will just like you are able to see right over here, attendance, attendance, attendance. There are no interest in like doing the class itself. All these type of problems are there. Okay, so we don't want that in the demo classes. We want students, only those students who are really interested, to come up for the demo class. So for those students who are interested in the demo class, we will encourage them to pay these 500 rupees. Okay, if you are not, if you feel that the demo class is not for you, we will be refunding that 500 rupees back to you. You don't have to worry about it. If you feel you want to go further with the training program at any particular point of time, you can pay the rest of the amount and you can go further with the training program as well. So before starting that, can you guys let me know how many of you guys are interested to join like the demo class tomorrow? The cost of the demo class is 500 rupees. I'm letting you guys know right now itself. Okay, the entire program cost is 7,500 rupees, including the internship and the 1 month guaranteed training as well. 1 month, sorry, including the training and 1 month guaranteed internship as well. Okay, so for those guys, I'm able to see that many of you guys are interested for the same. The cost of the entire thing is 7,500 rupees. For the demo class, it is 500 rupees, that is refundable. Okay, it is refundable, so you don't have to worry about it. So for those guys who are interested to join the training program for tomorrow, if it's possible, I'm sharing you guys the link as well. Please finish up with the payment for today so that we are able to add you in the proper group. Our career counselors are able to approach you guys as well, talk to you guys, understand your needs, tell you the timings of the demo classes as well. You will be sent the demo class links as well, so that you are able to join on time. If you feel that okay, Saturday's timings are not for me, then we'll shift you for the Sunday's timing itself. So all these different stuff we'll be figuring out right over there. So my basic, okay, what if I paid a training without a demo class? Brian, I feel it is better that if you attend the demo class, okay, so that you are getting an essence of how the classes will be conducted. Because sometimes what happens is you feel that okay, it's great, it's all vibrant, and then you feel that okay, this is not for me, and then see, do not waste your money. That is the reason why we are fixing this 500 rupees as refundable as well. We don't want you guys to waste your money. 7,500 rupees is a huge amount of money, and it's a commitment of 4 months as well, that you have to study a lot. I don't want you guys to waste your money at any particular point of time. That is the reason why we have recently introduced these demo classes for you guys. Okay, so I'm giving you guys this link right now on the live chat itself. Okay, this will also be sent on the WhatsApp groups today. You don't have to worry about it. Though guys, so refundable है तो मेरे भी आप ही दे दो 500 रुपए. Yes, Mama, that's a great idea, but how are you inclined to focus upon the demo class if I'm the one who is paying for you? Again, you are being entitled right over there. We could have fixed up the demo class for free. There was no issues in that. But students like you join the demo class, and then the people who are really there to learn, to understand, they are not able to do that. And that will be a class that will be conducted on Zoom itself. Again, nuisances in the class won't be appreciated. That is the reason why we have fixed up the amount as 500 rupees refundable, so that any particular person who is causing any trouble in the class, that amount would not be given back to him. So that every particular student who is coming into the demo class is focusing upon the class. He's here to learn. He's not here to make problems for the other students itself. Okay, just like you. So that is the thing. Okay, so I'm sending you guys the link right over here in the live chat, and I have pinned up the link as well. These in software engineering necessary for full stack development. No. So you have to basically, whatever I've told you guys, that is the most important thing. First year student, a second year student, a third year student, a fourth year student, a student who is in CSE, IIT, ECE, Triple E, Civil, Chemical, Mechanical, who is in BSc, BCA, MCA, BBA, yeah, students in arts, commerce, any student who is interested to learn, who is interested that I will give my 100%, qualifies, is eligible for this program. Okay, no, I'm not an IITian. Like I said, I'm just a hardworking person. I'm not an IITian at any particular point of time. Yes, MST students can also get into the thing. Okay, what's the amount to be paid after attending the demo class and want to move further with the internship? The total amount for the entire thing is 7,500 rupees. So if you are given 500 rupees for the demo class, then the rest amount will be 7,000 rupees. That's it. Okay. Will it be useful for a bio student or not? If you want to build a career in IT, then yes, it is useful for any particular person, whether you are a working professional, whether you are from some other itself, that will be fine. I'm not sure you are going to refund that money. No issues in that, Ashwin, if you feel so, because for me, there are almost 250,000 students that are there on YouTube that I've taught for the past 2 years. You can check up my LinkedIn as well. You can just search for DevTown. What are the students that we have placed? Okay, so these students that we have placed, almost 5,000 students that are there, then these people, all of them, we are just like making a fool out of them, right? Okay. So like I said, guys, those people who want to enroll into the program or who want to just approach for the demo classes, want to check how the demo classes, how the classes are being conducted and everything, you guys can continue with this. Yes, we have an EMI option available for the entire program. When you want to pay the rest of the 7,000 rupees, you can take up the EMI option as well. So you don't have to worry about it. How to claim the refund? Please tell. 500 rupees is a lot for me as a student. Gongli, you don't have to worry about it. The career counselor that will be contacting you can just tell them that you want your money to be refunded. You'll be asked to send an email as well, and in 3 to 4 days, your amount will be refunded back to you. Okay. Is this program for 3 months? The class is only on Saturdays and Sundays? No, the classes will be there every single day, 5 days a week in the evening from 7 o'clock, 2 hours in the evening, and then 1 hour of doubt session. That will be how the class will be taking up for 3.5 months. Because this is a demo class, that is the reason why we are taking up on Saturdays and Sundays. Because on Saturdays and Sundays, we don't have a training class itself. It's 5 days a week in the weekdays. So on Saturdays and Sundays, I am free to take up the demo classes as well. That is the reason why. Please, can the internship placement be done remotely? Yes. The internship that will be there, the 1 month guaranteed internship is also a remote internship. So you don't have to worry about it. For internship, you need to pay 7,500 rupees for the entire 3.5 months. Okay, you can do the entire internship online as well. You don't have to worry about it. All classes will be live conducted on Zoom. Okay, all classes will be live conducted on Zoom itself. So I've given you guys the link for the 500 rupees payment as well. It will be a refundable amount. You don't have to worry about it. The two demo classes that will be there, there'll be single demo classes, one on Saturday and one on Sunday as well. Okay, so that will be the entire thing. If you guys have any questions or queries, I can give you guys a number that you can reach out to us at as well. Give me a second. I will just give you guys the number as well, because I'm able to see some of the queries. I'm not able to answer them properly. So for that particular purpose, I'm giving you guys this particular WhatsApp link. Okay, you guys can approach this particular WhatsApp link. They will help you guys out with getting the like doubt solved as well. Okay, so either me or somebody from my team will be helping you guys out on this particular WhatsApp number. You can just click on this particular WhatsApp number and send a dot right now so that it's getting saved and you're not losing it at a later point of time. Okay, so yeah. यश वर्मा, अरे सर रिफंडेबल बोल रहे हैं लेकिन 7,000 रुपये कहाँ से देंगे, स्टूडेंट से हम। यश वर्मा, सी यू कैन डू दैट ऑन योर ओन विदाउट द हेल्प ऑफ एनी मेंटर, विदाउट द हेल्प ऑफ एनी इंस्ट्रक्टर, विदाउट द हेल्प ऑफ all the resources. If you can do that, we will be giving you guys the syllabus. Okay, you can do it on your own, but we need to also pay these instructors, and we are also a non-profit organization. The same thing if you go with Scalar, that is 3,50,000 rupees. So if you want to go with them, it's fine. I'm just giving you an option right away here. We are not asking you to enroll into the training programs. We already have our like collaborations with 95 colleges that are giving us 950 students every single month. So these bootcamp is something that I'm just introducing it to you guys. If you want, you can enroll it right over there. If you don't want, you can just continue with your life. Okay. So I've already provided you guys the Razorpay link from which you can. This 7,500 rupees is paid per month, or full 3 months course can be covered. 7,500 rupees is for the entire 3.5 months, not 3 months. For 3.5 months, the entire amount comes out to be 7,500 rupees. Okay. So I've already given you guys the Razorpay link, okay, for the demo class registration, and I've already provided you guys the WhatsApp link as well on the live chat that you guys can continue with the same. The program comes up with 3 months of training, 3.5 months of training, and then 1 month of guaranteed internship with one of these companies that I've already showed you guys. Okay, the training will be done in the evening itself from 7 o'clock. Okay, the timings won't be changing, and yeah, that's the entire thing. Okay, so if you guys want, you guys can enroll into the program. You guys can come to the demo class as well, check it out, and then you can continue with the same as well. Okay, yes, for every live class as well, the class will be conducted on Zoom, but after the class we'll be giving you guys the class recordings as well with lifetime access to it, so that you guys can refer to the classes. If you have missed a particular class, if you want to refer it back at a later point of time, you guys can do that as well. Okay. The next batch is going, so one of the batches has currently started. Okay, one of the batches will be starting from Monday itself, just after the demo class. The next batch is going to start from the 15th of December, and the after that it is going to be on the 24th or 25th of December as well. So there are three batches right now that is going to start from Monday onwards, then one batch that is going to start from the 15th of December, and one batch that is going to start from the 25th of December as well. So if you guys feel after attending the demo class that you guys want to continue further with the training program, you guys can enroll in that as well. Okay. Okay, so I've already given you guys the registration link for the training program, okay, for the demo class of the training program, as well as the WhatsApp link as well that I've already provided to you guys on the live chat, so that you guys can refer to that. If you guys have any questions or any queries, you can definitely reach out for that as well. Right now I'll be showing you guys the attendance link for today, guys. Give me a second. I'll show you guys the attendance link for today, guys. Give me a second. Up to that point of time, guys, if you guys are interested to attend the demo class for tomorrow, the link is pinned in the live chat itself. You guys can make the payment right over there. Do not worry about it. It will be a refundable amount, and I'm there right over here. I'm not going anywhere, so you don't have to worry about it as well. Okay. So I'll be deleting this. Sponsors, I'll just open it up. Send link, copy. This is the QR code for today's class, guys. You guys can go ahead and scan the attendance for today as well. Aniket Pawar, do not worry about it. You can attend the demo class right now, okay? And you can talk to the career counselor. He will help you to set up like whatever batch that you want. He will guide you for that particular batch itself. You don't have to worry about it, okay? Why are you not utilizing a Mac laptop? So I already have like 4 laptops, 2 MacBooks, one with M1, one with i7. One is this particular laptop that I use just for streaming purpose. MacBook I use for my development purpose. And then I have another laptop of mine that is the Legion, I think so, 7 series or 5 series, I don't remember. That I just use to watch movies. It has a very big screen. So that is the reason why. Okay. There will be classes in January as well. There will be January batches as well that will be there. Okay, you guys can attend the demo classes, and if you feel that you want to join the January batch, you can just talk to the career counselor and he will help you guys set up the entire thing. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. Okay. The link for the entire thing I've already given you guys, okay, for enrollment in the demo class. Okay, that will be a refundable amount itself. You don't have to worry about it. And the next of the thing would be, I've already given you guys the WhatsApp link as well. If you guys have any questions, any queries as well. Okay, if you guys have any questions, any queries, you guys can message this particular WhatsApp number and they will help you guys out with the same. Okay, for the demo class, okay, you need to make a payment of 500 rupees by tonight, so that we are able to assign you to a career counselor that will help you guys out. So in the program as well, you will have a career counselor that will be helping you guys out throughout the entire process. He'll be helping you guys which particular demo session that you want, how to take it further from right over there. So all this is something that they will be helping guys out with the same. Okay. Yes, Nawad is one of the people at DevTown itself. You don't have to worry about it. Arnab, YouTube, that would be great that you are thinking that 6 days have wasted. Okay. It's great that you have learned JavaScript. It's great that you have learned the basics of React. It's great that tomorrow you are going to get a project made as well. It's great that you're going to get 2 certificates as well. So yes, you have wasted your lot of time, I guess. Okay. When we'll have to pay 7,000 rupees for the internship. So if you are choosing your EMI option, then you are paying on a monthly basis. But if you are choosing one-time payment, then you can pay just before the start of the class as well. Okay. What is the right time for the internship? Please answer. According to me, as soon as possible. Most of our students are able to do the best when they are joining us in the first year of college itself. Then we are able to build their profile according to the same. Okay, but it's never too late to join as well. Okay, the point being that if whenever you feel that you have that drive to do it, start with it immediately, because the 1 month guaranteed internship in companies like Amazon, JP Morgan and Chase is a huge thing. Okay, it's a huge thing for everybody. Can we join the program directly without attending tomorrow's preview class? Sri Krishna, that is totally up your call. Okay, if you tell the career counselor that I don't want to attend the demo class, I just want to join, that is up to you. But my suggestion would be come to the demo class. I'm taking so much efforts to conduct the demo class, but it's totally up to you. I am able to understand, but it is up to you itself, guys. No issues in that, Adarsh. I'm always there. Internships online or offline, sir? It will be online. Both the training program as well as the 1 month guaranteed internship will be online itself. Okay. Yeah, the roadmap will be updated on Discord today, and on the WhatsApp groups, I'll be doing it by in 2 days itself. Okay. We can take the course without any experience. Yes, Ishpreet, you can do that. Okay. The only thing that is a prerequisite is you should be able to understand English, nothing else. Okay. So once you have made the payment, okay, Karan Singh Best, Once you've made the payment of 500 rupees, a career counselor will be allotted to you. He will be reaching out to you very soon and you will be able to talk to him. He will be guiding you. He'll be giving you guys the links for the demo classes where you can attend it as well. Okay. So I'm damn serious about my careers. I have to manage college exams as well. If I miss classes in this course, then recording lectures will I get or not? Manish, like I already said, the classes will be live on Zoom, but once the class has ended, we will be giving you guys the class recordings as well with a lifetime access to it. So if you are missing out on a few classes, you can watch the class recordings, come to the doubt sessions, ask your doubts to the instructors, and then continue with the class as well. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. My young only allowed. My papa is 43 years allowed. See, it's totally up to you. The maximum that we have got is 60 years of a lady that was of 60 years. She was working in the upper management in Accenture. So she's the oldest person that we have trained. And we are extremely proud about it as well. I don't know why, but I was really proud. She was in my class. So I used to feel very awkward. I was like, okay, let's do this. And like, ma'am, are you able to listen to me? And she was like, yes, sure, I'm able to listen to you. So it was great. So the maximum that we have trained is up till 60 years of age. So you can definitely join. Okay. So what about front-end development course? It already covers, Sandeep. It already covers front-end, back-end, DevOps, as well as cloud. Okay. You don't have to worry about it. So what do you suggest to improve communication skills? My suggestion would be read as many books as possible. Talk to your people in your surroundings only in English. And slowly and steadily you will start developing that particular vocabulary itself. Okay. Can you show any proof about what's name? I'm not able to understand. I've completed HTML and CSS, now going along with JavaScript, React.js, but I'm still confused what to do. Spidey, continue doing that. The syllabus that I'll be sharing, follow that syllabus, you will be able to do it. Okay. After internship, the companies be hiring us on a permanent basis. So after the internship, you are doing good, then the companies will be giving you job opportunities. If you want to take up that job opportunities, you can definitely take up that. Okay. So can I join these classes if I am new in coding, doesn't know much about it? Others, you were new in coding, you joined this boot camp. Did you feel as if like that was a hinder when you joined the program? We only treat our students as if they don't know anything about programming and we teach according to that itself. So you don't have to worry about it. Swandeep, I think so. You mistook whatever I said in a negative manner itself. I was just telling that people having greater age as well, they can definitely join the program. Okay, just like one of the people that we had was 60 years of old. That was 60 years of age itself. That was the first time that I was teaching somebody who was older than me. That was just an experience that I was sharing about that. Okay, if you are so touchy, you shouldn't be joining this program, I guess, because I tend to be very like I have to motivate my students. I tend to be very like funny. Like I tend to like just crack some jokes and everything in the middle of the class. But the class mood is light enough so that they can enjoy the class because studying every single day, 2 hours, then practicing that up, it's a huge burden on our students as well. So if you still feel okay that this was not appropriate enough, I will definitely suggest you should not join the training program. PHP is advisable for web development? No, absolutely not. You should go with MERN-Stack, okay, MongoDB, Express, Node.js, and React. Okay. Yes, it will be Bharat. It will start in January as well. But currently, you are having the demo class. You can attend the demo class right now, and then you can take up the Jan batch. Okay. There's no requirement of configuration of laptop. You just require a laptop. Even if you don't have a laptop, you can use platforms and utilize Replit to do the entire training program. So that we have made sure of. Okay. Would you suggest a Mac or Windows laptop for a coding student? If you have a lot of money and you like to waste your parents' money, you should get a Mac. If you don't have a lot of money or you don't like to waste your parents' hard-earned money, you should get a Windows laptop. Okay. No, you can do DSA in Java as well in the program. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Which topic are you teaching in the program? So usually I teach front-end web development and basics of web development in these programs. In data science, I tend to teach machine learning and Python. The two programs that I take my best at. I'm the best at. So I prepare according to the same itself. Okay. Are these programs going to start in this month only? CK, there are programs that are going to start from Monday. Then you are having one batch that is going to start from the 15th, then one from 25th, then one that is going to start in January itself, in the first week of January, and then one on the 15th of January. So these are all the batches that we currently have. Okay. So I've already given you guys the WhatsApp link as well as the link for the demo classes as well. So you guys can approach like either me or somebody from my team will be helping you guys out with the on this particular WhatsApp number. Okay, can I join on 14th, 15th of Jan? Sure, don't worry about it. And then if you guys want to join the demo class for tomorrow and day after tomorrow, you can use the Razorpay link to complete the payments right over there. Okay, so thank you so much guys. We'll be meeting tomorrow and we'll be continuing according to the same. Thank you so much guys. Thank you.